stone, going back to stone now, the building would certainly be etched in stone were the Freedom Center to be preserved in her honor. Like Clara Luper, I strongly believe that our children are our future, and we must teach them well so that they can know the importance of their African culture, their history, and traditions, and to be proud of the civil rights struggle and the great strides Luper and the youth of the Freedom Center made by breaking down color barriers and racial inequality that often excluded blacks from the mainstream of the accommodations offered to whites in Oklahoma. What a wonderful sight it would be to witness youth of today carrying the torch where the youth of the 50s and 60s left off. Don't y'all be looking at me. I see y'all the youth. Y'all ain't no more. Now, the Freedom Center, without question, is the cornerstone of the civil rights movement in Oklahoma. It had long been an important social and cultural center to African American communities throughout Oklahoma. It represented and still represents the epitome of the civil rights struggle here in Oklahoma. It was there that from 1958 to 1964, Clara Luper was a major leader of the fight to end segregation in Oklahoma. The sacrifices she made are tremendous, and not only numerous, but gallantly recognized. The preservation of this historic and yet well-defined historic building, we are asking that it be turned into a historic landmark and that the Freedom Center be turned into an African American museum and national tourist attraction for tourists who visit Oklahoma to admire. It would be a sight to be observed for generations and generations to come, which again, I believe, was the intent of Mother Clara Luper, not just for momentary basis, but for generations even after you and I are gone. All praise to God for that. It would no doubt pave the way for the revitalization of the African American community, attracting the attention of business owners back to the northeast quadrant of Oklahoma City, where it was once known as the pride of the East Side. Moreover, the Freedom Center is the only civil rights monument, the only civil rights monument that African Americans can lay claim to. The name Clara Luper and NAACP Freedom Center are synonymous with ending segregation in Oklahoma. In closing, I would like to add, if you can, Ms. Friddle, to put the part about the stones back up, about the builder's stone. And then I'd like so everybody can kind of read it with us. Here it is. The Builder's Creed. Now listen at the stones being built here, everyone. John Ruskin. The Builder's Creed. When we build, let us think that we build forever. Let's stop there. We're not just building for 20,018, 20,020, 20,000, 2050. Let us know that we're building forever. This building, this center, this Freedom Center, that was the cornerstone and the monumental movement where 13 young kids who desired to change history in Oklahoma set it at heart, not worrying about the threats to their lives, not worried about being jumped on, but not just for themselves, but for others who, like me, who wasn't that old, and who can stand up now and say what a great thing they did. So now we're saying that it is resonating, that it's living on forever, because I wasn't back there then. I'm going to tell y'all how old I am, because y'all be trying to use it against me. Reading. Let it not be for present delight, not for present, not for Michael Washington this year, nor for present use alone. Let it be such work as our descendants will thank us for. Let us think, as we lay stone on stone, that a time is to come when those stones will be held sacred because our hands have touched them. And men will say, as they look upon the labor and rock substance of them, see, this is our fathers did for us. You see? So I would want a person 50 years from now to say,